We are live. That is Gene Thomas in the background. I'm your host, Peter Blake, if you can hear me. We're ready to go. Happy Sunday. Gene Thomas. About what you heard. What's going on? Yeah. All right. About 157 left. If you're wondering if I can hear myself, yes, I know. Definitely know. You know what time it is. Bucs versus the Eagles. I hear there's a rumor we could have Ray Kennedy too.
Really?
Yeah.
Allegedly, huh?
Hey.
Tampa Bay Ray live.
Yes.
It's a beautiful day. Perfect Tampa Bay day for football right here.
It really is. It really is. Got it. Good. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition, your live pregame edition here of the evolution of sports talk television from What the Buck Tailgate. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with good friend. How long have we known each other here? Mr. Gene Thomas of Buck What You Heard. How many years?
Over 10.
Over 10 years, right?
15.
Get into that mic a little bit. Just get a little bit closer there.
Yeah, going on 15.
15 years.
Yeah.
15 years we started together here. This is really cool. Rumor as we're supposed to have, as we talked about there in our little sound check, if you will. Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy, as always. We'll see if these sound effects will play. There it is. So we'll see if we have him on here as we get you ready for Bucs versus the Eagles. But how do we start out this show? As you know them, you love them, you got to have them. Bring the passion, bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. Once again, I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. And 3-0 versus 3-0 as the Bucs took care of the Eagles last year. But the Eagles took care of business after that. It seemed like defending Super Bowl champions. No, seemed like it at all. But the last 7 meetings, Gene Thomas, the Bucs have had their number. 6 out of 7, winning 6 out of 7. And Todd Bowles, as I said before, Todd Bowles is the daddy of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, man, it's been really good. In every single game, the Bucs were not picked to win. So
yes,
I'm looking forward to this game. It's a real good measuring stick on where the Bucs actually are. You know, I always mention the first 6 games of the season. You can't take them seriously. It doesn't really tell you anything, but it gives you an indication of what direction the team is going. So once you get that consistency and you see how these teams are going to play, it really points you in the right direction. But the Eagles have won some really good games against teams like the Chiefs, and so it's a good measuring stick to see where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are.
Yeah, and of course there could be the returns. We'll get this officially happening, but reports are not only Baker Mayfield dealing with a biceps injury, but also Chris Godwin dealing with the horrific ankle injury. Could be with the return of Chris Godwin. A lot of people talk about Mike Evans not playing in this game, and I get that. Yeah. But the return of Chris Godwin and, of course, Tristan Wirfs to solidify that offensive line. So always a great thing when it comes to the injury situation going up and down. Bucs missing guys, Bucs getting back guys. How much do you think of an impact that is for this Bucs team with getting Chris Godwin and, of course, Tristan Wirfs back into the fold?
Oh, they're both huge. I mean, Chris Godwin, he made such an impact when he was on the field in the first part of last season. Yeah. And he was able to come back and from the injury before and really be a real contributor before getting hurt again. And then we know what you get with Tristan Wirfs. I think Tristan Wirfs can bring some stability back to the offensive line. Yeah. We saw all those penalties last week. I think this is somebody can come back and a lot of your other players can play in their natural positions. And it will definitely give Baker some confidence knowing that he's got a guy that's protecting him in a way that he can have more time to work his way down the field.
Absolutely. Special shout out, of course, to Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. We went out there last night, had some wings, great food, great atmosphere, and, of course, home of your Bucs away watch parties when we're here at home. We're at What the Buck Tailgate. So without further ado, we ask for phone calls. We get phone calls. The number is as follows, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Let's go out to Abraham. Abraham, welcome to the Evolution.
Hey, can I get this Murray first? Peter wants to say hello.
Murray, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Peter.
Hey,
how's it going, buddy?
How you doing, buddy? Todd Bowles says hi.
You talking to Todd?
There you go. No, Murray. I said Todd Bowles says hi right there with the sound effect. Hopefully you can hear the sound effect there. So what's on your mind, Murray?
Not much.
Not much. What do you mean? That's the wrong. Listen, that is the wrong thing to say on the. What do you mean, not much? Bucs versus the Eagles. That should be on your mind. What's going on?
We're going to win.
Yeah?
We're definitely going to win.
Okay.
I think we have the number one run defense, and that's all they do is run. Now, they may try to challenge our secondary, but, we got Godwin Jr. I think we got Winfield Jr., I'm sorry. I think we got a really good shot at winning.
Well, you definitely have a shot at winning. Here's an Eagles team that comes in 3-0, had problems with their offense, not necessarily last week, versus the Rams where they use special teams. Jalen Hurts has 3 touchdowns, but I think the big-time key for me, and you would have to agree with this, Murray and Gene and Abraham here, is Saquon Barkley. He has not been able to do what he did last year, to duplicate those numbers. So I think that's my biggest key of this game. This defensive line continue to shut down the running game, put the ball in Jalen Hurts' hands, and I think Todd Bowles and that defense will be able to solve that, and they've been able to solve that the last 7 meetings, winning, once again, 6 of those. What else, Murray?
I agree 100% with everything you said. We can stop their run, and they're going to have to challenge us with Jalen's arm.
Yes,
and I think everyone knows that.
Yes,
so I think we're ready for it. I agree 100%.
Well, so your confidence level, because we put this out there. What's your confidence level right now from 1 to 10 with the return of Chris Godwin? Of course, the loss of Mike Evans, but the return of Chris Godwin and Tristan Wirfs. Yes, nothing official, but we will have it official here about 11:30. That's why we chose to go a little bit late. Also, a little bit of moving around, so we're kind of just a little tad late there. But we'll get the official the official announcement there 11:30. So, what's your confidence level from 1 to 10?
My confidence before I knew Godwin and Wirfs are coming back was about a 7 or an 8. So now it's about a 9. I think we're going to win. I bet on the Bucs. So
bet on the Bucs.
How confident I am. Put my money where my mouth is.
All right. Well, how much shekels do you have on that game, by the way? Can you share that?
It's just in a pool.
Just in a pool?
Yeah. Well, it's in a pool. A pick 'em pool.
A pick 'em pool. All right.
Yeah.
Good to go,
you win $25 if you win the week. You win $350 if you win the season. So not big bucks, but it's an ego thing. You want to win, and picking the Bucs I think is going to give you an advantage because everyone else is going to pick the Eagles, and I think we're going to win. Right.
All right. I like it, my friend. I like it a lot. So good stuff there. Appreciate the call. Abraham, are you on by chance?
Sorry?
Is Abraham there by chance?
Yeah, here he is.
All right, Murray, thanks a lot. You guys come by What the Bucs sometime and see us there, okay?
Sounds good. I'll see you there.
All right, sounds good. So there you go.
Peter, what's up?
What's going on, buddy? What are your thoughts on this game? What's your confidence level?
My confidence level is that, we know what we got. And I think psychologically, the Bucs already got into their head. That's why they decided to come here a day early to get acclimated to the heat.
Right.
So already it's in their head, the heat's going to beat us. So I think psychologically have an advantage, and also the Bucs the key on stopping Saquon.
Yeah.
And the secondary solid with all the DBs that the Bucs have this year.
Right.
And so I'm not worried, but offense with Wirfs coming back is going to make a big difference, and I think Durham is going to step on the blocking, and Devin Culp will help out in Mike Evans' absence because he's a really good receiver as a tight end. So.
Well, yeah, so, you got no Mike Evans today, but again, you got the possible return, nothing official, but all reports are pointing to from ESPN, all various sources, Ian Rappaport, the guys that kind of are in the know that Chris Godwin and Tristan Wirfs are, and I think, Tristan Wirfs, going back to it, is a major, major get back because then you can put him back in his natural position of left guard. You can use Brederson left tackle, Tristan Wirfs at left tackle. Ben Brederson at left guard, Graham Barton at center, and then you have your right side, which you can definitely have there with Heck most likely starting there, and need your Elijah Klein or Haggard at right guard at this point. So
I prefer Klein to Haggard because Klein actually played better than Haggard did.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Yes.
And hopefully you don't pick up 5 holding penalties the first drive because that definitely hurt them. Yes.
I really believe that with the offensive with the offensive line, with the offensive line play and a lot of the injuries, it's given a lot of players a little bit more time to get acclimated in the NFL, to get them acclimated to the system. And I can see this paying dividends on the back end of the season.
Is that Gene? It's
Gene Thomas from Buck What You Heard from Arizona. Yes, that's who you're hearing right now. Yes.
Yeah, I used to listen and watch his podcast.
We all did.
Abraham.
I started Abraham. Abraham is on the line with you. All right. Abraham, appreciate the call, my friend. We'll see you on the post-game edition live in collaboration with the J.P. Peterson Show from Raymond James Stadium. All right, my friend?
All right, later, guys.
All right, man. Good stuff later. All right, open phone line, 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391 as we're live here from What the Buck Tailgate. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter, along with Gene Thomas of Buck what you heard here. Once again, brought to you by Tampa Joe's. Also, Up the Block Barbershop. Whether you want a haircut, whether you want a fade, whether you want a beard trim, it's Up the Block Barbershop, 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida. Go see my friend, Mr. Ricky, and all the great barbers there. Let's get out to these comments. If I can go ahead and scroll there. There we go. Eric says, LFG, go Bucs, go Bucs.
Wait up, no, boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
It's exciting.
Go Bucs.
Them Bucs, baby.
There you go, right there. Let's go out to Eric, who is ready for time to party. Absolutely. I think we're all ready to party here. We'll see what the party, you can already party here before the game, but what the party is going to be like on the field when it comes to, of course, the Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And going back to last week, we'll get back to the comments in a moment. Jalen Hurts, 21 for 32, 226, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. You look on the other side there, Baker Mayfield, over 200 yards of passing, no interceptions. And this team right now, no turnovers. That's been the key. That's my other key of this game at this point. Win the turnover battle. This Bucs team definitely needs to win the turnover battle if you want to beat the defending champions in the Philadelphia Eagles, right?
Yeah, and I think the running game is going to be huge. Whoever has the better running game going into the fourth quarter, they can control the game.
Yeah.
And with Bucky Irving, with Rashad White, with Sean Tucker, who we haven't seen enough of Sean Tucker yet.
Right.
I think as we get into the season more, you're going to get to see him, and I believe that these are going to be real contributors, especially in this game today against the Eagles.
Yeah, no, it's going to definitely be a big-time contributing factor. I think you definitely have to get that running game going, although you look at last week, nothing over 100 yards. Baker had 44 yards. Bucky Irving, I believe, 25 carries for 66 yards. So you're trying to have balance to your offense, but this Eagle team seem like they're susceptible to the running game because they gave up over 100 yards of rushing to that LA Rams team. So getting back Tristan Wirfs again, that solidifies your line. That's what I'm looking at. Another key to the game. Balance to the offense as always, and you got to start getting Bucky Irving, Rashad White, and of course what you said, Sean Tucker, involved into this running game.
And another thing that doesn't really get mentioned, I'd like to see him throwing the ball to Rashad White, because when you have that speed and space, he makes a big difference, and you have to defend a team differently when you have a running back that can get out into the open field and make people miss and extend plays. So I'd love to see more of that. I know we really haven't had to, but against this team, I think that would be a contributing factor.
And I think, again, Saquon Barkley, let a sleeping giant lie. Let a sleeping giant sleep because he hasn't been able to, once again, duplicate those numbers from last year, over 2,000 yards of rushing, Super Bowl MVP, just an MVP type of season for Saquon Barkley. And he's definitely, in my opinion, the big-time key to this game for that Bucs defense, especially holding them under control, which is what that Bucs defense was able to do last week with Breece Hall and that Jets running attack. People look at that second half and they say, defense gave up. They let the pedal off the metal there. They didn't keep their foot on the pedal when they had a big-time lead. I see what you're looking at, and there's all kinds of scenery around here when you got Eagle.
You got Andy Finley all the way from across the
Andy
line.
Finley, we got to get him on. Have to get him on on the evolution of Sports Talk Television. Open phone lines, as always, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391 as we'll go back to it here, go back to these comments. But, that's the key for me. Come on in. You want to come on in here? Go ahead. Share that mic right there. Right there. We tried this before.
Yeah.
You're all the way from where?
Scotland.
So go ahead and get that mic up there. Scotland. All right. The Wi-Fi wasn't working. The Wi-Fi is working. Congratulations. Thank you very much to AT&T there at Gun Highway. Absolute aces as always. So what's your time been like over here? How long are you here for?
I've only been here from
Friday night.
Okay, Friday night.
Home tomorrow.
So going home tomorrow.
I'm just here for the game.
Yeah. How long you been a Bucs fan for, Andy?
From 1997.
1997. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite Buck of all time?
It's hard to say one, but it's got to be between Rondé and Brooks.
Yeah, Rondé and Brooks. You agree with what they said that Derek Brooks is the greatest Buccaneer in 50 seasons of all time?
We can't deny how good Derek Brooks was for this franchise.
Yes.
Rondé Barber as well. Close the vet, which is always massive.
So all the way from Scotland.
All the way from Scotland.
What's the weather like in Scotland right now compared to this Florida weather?
Yeah, it's very wet and cold.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, so
that's why I'm here.
I know, and you're live here at What the Buck Tailgate, Hall of Fame tailgate. Cheryl Stewart puts on here. We're live on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Gene Thomas, Andy Finley, all the way from Scotland. Amazing stuff there. How long does it take you to get over here?
Well, it's over 10 hours.
10 hours.
11 hours.
Wow. Okay.
But there's a good reason. I'm here to see the Bucs.
All right. So, what's your confidence level with this Bucs team today? 1 from 10.
I'm confident in the team. I'm just not confident in injuries at the moment. So that's what worries me.
Yeah.
The Eagles are a great team. We can't deny that, and the refs are great for them at the moment. The new Kansas City Chiefs, but the Bucs will go and win.
Well, listen, they got possibly the return of Chris Godwin and Tristan Wirfs, so that's definitely huge, especially getting, in my opinion, the best left tackle, if not the best tackle in the game to solidify that line. And once again, getting back Godwin, you're not sure, limited. You're also missing Mike Evans. There has been injuries this season, but 3-0. I mean, your thoughts? I mean, this is tremendous with all the injuries, with the reshuffled offensive line, with people just kind of, and the national media is guilty of that, kind of just putting this team off. And once again, disrespecting this team, they're 3-0. Yeah.
And that's it. They came from nowhere. The first game, we looked a bit sluggish.
Yeah.
But even last week, we were out of sight, and then we allowed the team to come back into it. We kind of took our foot off the gas.
Right.
So we have, Baker's balling out again. Great player.
Yes.
What he is, the O-line, and stuff like that. But the offense in Booker is tremendous. His rookie season has been great so far. Hopefully he keeps that up.
Yeah.
And Mike's a huge loss, but I believe with Godwin back, we've got that covered.
Well, absolutely. When they get back Evans, get back Godwin today, most likely you have Ibuka, who's been the big-time story of this offense besides a Baker Mayfield. Talk about Baker Mayfield. When Baker Mayfield came, I'm not sure if I remember this or not. Were you a Baker Mayfield fan?
I actually was. I told my friends back home that LA Rams should sign him.
Yeah.
Before he went to LA Rams, because they were looking, and a lot of friends doubted it. They told me no. And I said at the time, and a good offensive coordinator, he's going to do well. That guy. He had talent.
Yes.
He just was stuck in a horrible situation at Cleveland, and then he went to Carolina in a horrible situation.
Right.
And he proved as soon as he went to LA with a right coordinator, a right team round about,
sure,
he was going to do something, and he's not disappointed. I mean, I couldn't foresee how good he was going to be with the Bucs.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, he's been a legend in the Bucs so far, and
so far, and your good friend there, Paul Stewart of BuckPower.com. He was here last weekend. He had a great question. In your opinion, you being a Bucs fan since '97, is he the most inspirational quarterback in their history? In your opinion?
Yeah, I can't deny that. Probably is. He gets guys going when the team looks down. He gets them going, ready to go.
Yes.
But, yeah, between him and Brady, obviously Brady just came in. He was always a top end quarterback, but talks of passion and how he leads this team. Baker's way up there with everyone else.
All right, I need you to do me a favor. Coming from Scotland, you got to say 3 things. You ready to do this? Bring your passion.
Didn't hear that, sorry?
Bring your passion.
All right.
Bring your excitement.
Yeah.
Just don't bring any nonsense.
That's it.
Can you say it?
Bring your passion.
Bring your excitement.
Bring your excitement.
Just don't bring any nonsense. And give me a Tampa!
Hey!
Tampa!
Hey!
Tampa!
Hey!
All right, Andy Finley. Yes, man. Thanks a lot for coming on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television, all the way from Scotland.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Absolutely appreciate you. As always, that is what I'm talking about when it comes to the sports web, whether it's in Tampa, Florida, whether it's in Scotland, whether it's overseas in the UK. whether it is in California, Texas, Carolina, Georgia, Ohio, wherever it is, the Sports Web is there. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. 97, huh? How long you been a Bucs fan for?
79.
79. The year they went to the NFC Championship. Yep. What's your memory off of there?
There is a song that the Buccaneers were playing in the locker room by McFadden and Whitehead called "Ain't No Stopping Us Now."
Yes.
And every time I hear that song, I think of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it was just it was an incredible time. It was, my uncle was alive at that time, diehard Bucs fan, right up until he passed away, and he was real inspirational. My father, taking us to games and stuff like that. Burning my legs on the metal bleachers at Hooligan Stadium. Just so much.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And there is a rumor that "We Are Family" was actually the official song of the Bucs back then. It wasn't just the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1979.
Yeah.
It was also the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So there you go, Sister Sledge. All right, there you go. On the phone line, what's your confidence level when it comes to this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team? 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Live here from What the Buck Tailgate. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Mr. Gene Thomas of Buck What You Heard. So we'll read the comments here. Facebook stars are open. If you love the content, YouTube super chats are open as we get you ready for Bucs versus the Eagles. The official announcement if Godwin and Tristan Wirfs are going to return. What do you think about that? Because let's get into that with the fans. We'll get back to the comments in just a moment. But lots of controversy, if you will. Are they bringing them back too soon? I have confidence in this Buccaneer organization and their medical staff. I'm not a doctor, don't play one on TV, don't even look like a doctor at all. So I have confidence that they know what they're doing. What do you think of Godwin and Tristan Wirfs coming back? Too soon, too early, or just the right time? Maybe this was the plan all along for this Bucs team to bring them back versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
My takeaway was this was by design. The first 3 games were games where they can just be the clipboard quarterbacks and watch and see what's going on the field. But I always thought the plan was to bring them back for the Eagles game.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a huge game. The defending Super Bowl champions.
Yes.
Come to town, and they got a lot of momentum behind them. And now here they are. They're the same record as the Bucs. You want your best on the field if they're available.
Yeah.
And I don't think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would risk. I mean, we've seen this. We saw with Mike Evans with the hamstring injury. They didn't bring him back too soon.
Yes.
They sat him. They made sure he was 100% before they brought him back. And I really believe that's what they're good. That's what they did with Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah.
That's what they did with Chris Godwin. I mean, that was a major league injury that Chris Godwin suffered. And to have him back is monumental. And I think that they brought him back at the right time.
You got Eagles fans. I see you. Listen, we ain't scared of you. Hey, we ain't scared. Come on. If you want to come on the evolution. Oh, okay. Well, the last 7 times, the Bucs won 6 of them. It is not. It's the Sports Web on YouTube. Tune in. The Sports Web on YouTube. On YouTube. Yes, we do. And we'll do a post game. So if the Eagles win, feel free to call me back, okay? All right. Yes. The Sports Web. Yes. The Rolex reporter, Peter Blake. I got a Rolex from Jake Paul. There you go. Right there. All right, man. I'll see you at the end of the game. All right. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Came up talking trash and then wanted to know what the show is all about. That's what I love about the Sports Web. So we'll go back out to the comments here. Let's go out to Eric. You say Bay. Absolutely. Jason says it's going to be a hell of a game, guys. We'll definitely looking forward to that. Tim says, let's go Bucs. Keep the Eagles grounded. Don't let them fly. We heard a lot of fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah. Get into that mic there because we got plenty of Bucs fans walking. But he said go Bucs, so go Bucs.
Wait up, no more. Wait up.
He is excited. Yes. Yes.
How about them Bucs, baby?
All right, so there you go right there. Felix says LFB, so I think that's fire those cannons from Gene Deckerhoff.
Fire the cannon!
There you go right there. Let's go out to space. When do we raise the flags today? Literally, go Crew, go Tampa Bay. Tez Johnson will ball out today. Had an opportunity in the last game versus the Jets. In that last 2 minutes there, gets wide open as it is getting crowded. I love this. You've got all the foot traffic coming in here. You got to love that. But Tez Johnson had an opportunity there. Baker Mayfield just misses them by a hair. And that's a great thing about Baker Mayfield. You missed that pass by Tez Johnson, and then he's able just to come back. He's able to make those big throws to put them in position for Chase McLaughlin to get the winning field goal. That's what you love about Baker Mayfield. Gritty, not pretty, resilient. It's so many words you can use for Baker Mayfield, but it's fourth quarter. When he's got the ball, you have confidence in this team.
You know, you were talking with Andy about inspirational quarterbacks.
Yes.
And as I've looked through, Baker Mayfield stands out. You know what you had with Tom Brady? Tom Brady's a unicorn.
Yes.
Brad Johnson is the only other quarterback that I could think of that was consistent. But when you look at Baker Mayfield and what he's done, he inspires his team to get behind him in what he's doing.
Yeah.
And you've been through it all with me, and we've seen
15 years, brother. We started this 15 years ago.
And we've seen where quarterbacks have just brought down a whole defense where they're just like dejected because of the quarterback play. But what you have with a Baker Mayfield is you have an opportunity to win in the fourth quarter of a game.
Right.
And we haven't seen that in Tampa for a long time.
Yes. I got to do something real quick because I had this on. Hold on.
All right.
Put that right there. I left my credential on. That's okay, but I don't necessarily want it to anybody to see on camera. But going back to that, you're one of my inspirations. I want to let you know because we did this for 15 years. Wasn't credentialed with the Bucs at the time. We started out together. It's been an amazing ride, my friend. And you even were commenting, man, you've come a long way.
Yeah.
The evolution has evolved, my friend. It has evolved.
You're now the Rolex reporter, man.
Yes.
I'm the Apple Watch reporter here.
Open phone line 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391. So Space Windu, thank you very much for that. Let me go out to Harry the Greek, Mean Gene, and Little Pete. The stadium will never be the same now. And this for him trolling me because I know that he loves this sound effect. I mean, this is perfect for you, Harry the Greek, seeing as you want to troll me.
That's good enough to suck right there.
There's your little right there. There's your little right there, buddy. Harry says the Greek game of the week is Pittsburgh on the money line, winning 14.
Wow.
Okay, so winning. I need you to come in here if you can get in here, Harry the Greek. You know where it's at. Get in here, give some picks here. We definitely want to hear from you, Greek. Let's go, boys. I'm stuck. Stick at home. Show me another Bucs big win this afternoon. Get better, my friend. Our good friend there, We the Thunder, Mr. Robert Shooter, with that great video. Did you like that video?
I love the video.
I should have downloaded that video because that's classic with Shooter setting that all up there, having the Eagles fans and just having me do the soundtrack, if you will. Just killing Eagle fans and killing the Eagles in general. Yes.
Someday I'll get a video like that of my own.
Yes. Well, you'll get one.
It's not as cool as you, man.
Oh, whatever. All right. There you go right there, Andy Finley. Let's go out to Mauricio Peter. We got Tristan back. That's got to mean better gaps for Bucky, more time in the pocket for Baker. Fire those cannons.
Fire the cannon.
Yes, as the great Gene Deckerhoff would say. You're exactly right. Going back to it, getting back Tristan Wirfs is a major get back and has an opportunity to possibly be the protector of the year. It does give Baker that time that he's going to need in that pocket. It does free up. It gives you a more, again, solidifies the offensive line. You don't have to reshuffle so much. You feel good about it. So how big is Tristan Wirfs coming back to that Tampa Bay offensive line for you? How much confidence do you have now than you had the last couple weeks?
Oh, man, it's huge. It makes a big difference. Again, when you go back to that game last week with all the penalties and all the yards that were left on the field, when you have your offensive line, when you have your regular offensive line in place, it just makes a big difference. And again, it stabilizes the offense.
Yes.
You're able to go in and execute like you normally do. You have your guys that have played together, they're more confident, and they're able to go out and play as a unit, and it doesn't take as long to gel. So I think he's a huge part of this. Guys can go back to what they normally do.
Yeah.
But I want to give props to Jason Light, because again, when you're drafting players and you're bringing in players that are multifaceted, that's huge, where they can go in and fill in another position and help this team win. And we've never seen that. I can tell you for a fact, we've never seen a general manager come in and bring in personnel, draft personnel, and bring in the right pieces that fit a coordinator or a head coach. We haven't seen that. We just haven't. And we've been very fortunate with Tom Brady. We saw it with McKay and Brad Johnson and John Gruden. But to this capacity, where they stayed under the cap and they've been able to massage the cap and make it work. Shout out to Jason Light. Hats off, one of the best jobs. He is, to me, one of their top two general managers in the NFL.
Well, according to The Athletic, the Bucs front office is only 6th in the National Football League, which I don't understand because, like you said, a lot of homegrown players, 79.2% of their players are homegrown. That's more than any NFL team right now, and yet they're 6th. And they're behind.
Look at the media bias too.
Right. Well, but this is coaches and other, other people in front offices. I don't know how you don't rank at least Jason Light number 1 or number 2 with that factor alone of having more homegrown talent in the league at this point. And then on top of it, being able to win a Super Bowl, going all in, getting the greatest player of all time in Tom Brady. And then being felt like, okay, they're going to go back to the dark ages, getting Baker Mayfield and him turning into having the confidence and the fortitude, if you will. Yes. So picking him up here as we are live here from What the Buck. Let's go out to Eric. Eric, welcome to the Evolution. You're on with yours truly, along with Gene Thomas of Buck, what you heard from the What the Buck tailgate here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television, my friend. What's on your mind?
Man, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a wonderful game today. I like it, man. I think the key to the game for the Bucs is going to be running the ball today.
Right.
The short passes.
Right.
You know who might be clicking today? Tez Johnson. I think he'll get one today.
Tez Johnson. So you think that Tez Johnson is going to have a big game? That's your guy. What's your confidence level, Eric, from 1 to 10 for this team today to beat the Philadelphia Eagles?
I really think it's
10. 10. Okay. All right, Eric. What else?
I think Bucs win 28 and Eagles 24.
All right, so 28-24, Bucs over the Eagles in a high-scoring affair. You agree with that? Hold on, Eric. Hold on. Go ahead, Eric. Go ahead. Go. No, your call. Go ahead.
Vita
Vea. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Appreciate you. Thanks a lot for the call. We'll see you on the post game. Okay.
We'll get a pick today too. We'll get an interception today.
All right. Good stuff, my friend. 28-24, Bucs over the Eagles. Vita Vea, big-time game. That's definitely going to be a big-time part of it. When it comes to this team, when it comes to the Eagles, they're all about the tush-push. A lot of people say you can't stop it. Not so fast, my friend. There's still a line from Lee Corso. The Bucs have shown that they've been able to stop the tush-push multiple times there. So Vita Vea, whomever is in the middle, whether it's Logan Hall or Gaines, because, of course, Kalijah Cansey being out, that's going to be a big-time factor, especially if you get into that 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 situation. I think that favors the Bucs. What do you say, Gene?
It definitely does. And again, I think one of the bigger keys is just keeping Philadelphia out of the red zone. I know it's a mighty task, but it's one of those things that helps you. But again, I believe that Todd Bowles, I think he'll be able to dial up a defense that will definitely work. We've seen that in the past. Yeah. And it's been consistent that he's been able to do this. So.
Yes. Stay close to that mic.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just a little bit of a short or something. I don't know. All right, let's go out to Christopher Cole here. Yo says, Christopher Cole.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's go out to We the Thunder. Tell Gene Mike's not playing either. Neither is Gerald McCoy. No, they are not playing in this game. Both of those players are not playing. Of course, a lot of Bucs fans would like to have Mike Evans in this game. With that Mike Evans injury, the Bucs dodged a bullet there. It's not as major of a hamstring injury, so you miss a couple weeks there. From what you saw of Mike Evans, because we asked this during the week, do you feel like Mike Evans has lost a step?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I believe that they've made plays. This is a new offensive coordinator. And again, I think that doesn't get mentioned enough that, he's got to get comfortable with, what works best. And I think that eventually you will see Mike Evans back in there. I'm confident that he'll get his 1,000 yards and, he's going to have some breakout games.
Yes. Okay. All right. So Christopher Cole, morning, Peter and Gene. Thanks a lot for tuning in. As always, Peter has got to turn the volume up on the second mic.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Just stay close to it. I think you're good with that. I think you're good. Go Bucs. Let's go out to Realtor David Zuzman. Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Yeah!
Go Bucs.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Go Bucs. Over phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Again, Eric says go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up. Yeah! Fire the cannon. How about them Bucs, baby?
Good stuff there. Mike D. Roche from Canada. No stupid penalties. Play with composure. Can't give up personal fouls. Agree with that. Completely agree with that. That makes lots of sense at the end of the day for this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team. It's a penalty-free situation, which you didn't have versus the Jets. 14 penalties, 5 on that first drive. But again, reshuffled offensive line. What do you expect? I kind of expect now that you should have a clean game, which is some worse coming back into the fold.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, this is something I know they're going to go out and they went out and level set, especially with those penalties, because there were opportunities for more scores, and this game should not even have been close against the Jets.
Yeah.
But I really believe, this is one of those things where you had a whole bunch of makeshift players that you brought in, and they made that offensive line work. Now you've got some guys back in here. Your anchor is back. You can move players back to where they normally play, and I think the Bucs will be a whole lot better than what we saw last week.
Yeah, the two guys that were missing the last couple games, one of those guys definitely is A.J. Brown. He's back in the fold. A lot of Bucs fans concerned about him. You'll either match up with Jamel Dean, who had a pick 6 last week. It was so funny to see Baker there because he said, "You caught it, Dean. You caught it." I think that's a lot of what Bucs fans were saying too. He caught it. Finally, you get the pick 6 there right before the half, which is a big difference in the game versus the Jets. You have him matching up most likely versus A.J. Brown, and then on the other side with the Eagles there with Jalen Hurts throwing the ball, you got Devontae Smith.
Well, again, I think pressure on the quarterback is going to be huge.
Yes.
I've really seen that Todd Bowles has done a great job with Jalen Hurts, being able to neutralize him at times.
Yes.
And I believe that you're going to see a lot more of the same. Again, this is a Bucs defense that's very underrated in the NFL right now.
Yeah. And
you lose one of your big players in Elijah Cansey, but they're still playing at a high level. So I'm definitely looking forward to Todd Bowles showing what he can do on defense.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be a huge contributor along with the running game.
I mean, Todd Bowles has got his work cut out for him. This defense has got their work cut out for him. Again, A.J. Brown, coming off an effort from last week, 6 catches for 109 yards, 1 touchdown. Devontae Smith, 8 catches for 60, also with the 1 touchdown. And then we didn't talk about the tight end there, Dallas Goedert, 1 catch for 33 yards with 1 touchdown. So we'll see what Sebastian Dennis, what Levante David, what safeties can provide today with that back end, because if you don't get pressure, then you're definitely going to have to get some coverage there as the balloons outside there are falling down on the Eagle fans there. So there you go. That's why you're walking by right there. Get the balloons falling down on you. So that's going to be a challenge. And I think, again, you're able to get pressure on Jalen Hurts, and it'll make it easier for the linebacking crew and, of course, for that back end. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Let's go out to Jeremy here. Mean Gene, see you soon. Go Bucs. He says, go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs. Yeah! Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon.
Go Bucs.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Go Bucs. Yes, I love that. I love when they say go Bucs. That's when I can use all my sound effects. That they get Bucky and Chad going, Rashad going, him talking about him. To me, that's the biggest key of the game. And that's what you haven't been able to see from Bucky Irving. Hasn't had a 100-yard effort. They have tried to run the ball. I wouldn't say they necessarily struggled, but what's hard about it is all the reshuffled line. Now, getting back Tristan Wirfs, you're able to solidify that line. I think there's going to be more of an emphasis, even with Chris Godwin and Ibuka being successful and having Cade Otton, Tez Johnson, and Sterling Shepard. I think there's going to be more of an emphasis, if you will, to get Bucky Irving the ball, because we know once you get him the ball, once you get any running back the ball, it takes the pressure off of your quarterback.
Oh, most definitely. That just makes Baker's job a lot more efficient, where he can go out and he can find receivers. And it keeps your defense honest. The defense has to account for your quarterback, whether he's going to make plays with his legs.
There you go. Yes.
There's just a lot of different things that, can kind of contribute to that.
Yep. All right, let's go out to Instagram Live, as we're live on Instagram Live, Facebook, Twitter, right there, YouTube. Let's see here. Aloha, PRH Blake. That must be Lamar from Oregon. So thanks a lot for tuning in. As always, you tell him, Peter, I did. You were surprised by that. He was talking trash to me. I had to talk back to him, that Eagle fan that came by. I had to give it to him. I had to give him the business. So he'll be talking trash over here, and then he was asking for the show. So we'll see. But plenty of Eagle fans in town.
How many times have we seen that?
Yes. They talk trash, and I give it back to them. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Welcome to the show, Harry the Greek. That was a hell of a short. You did a pretty cool to watch. Fire the cannons, we shall.
Fire the cannon!
And he also says aloha, Gene Thomas right there. So we talked about the confidence level at this point. That's the main question. What's your confidence level with this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team from 1 to 10? And I would say 9.5. And I'll tell you why it's a 9.5. Because first, Todd Bowles, as I said before, the last 7 meetings, the Bucs have been able to beat them 6 times. They've been able to dominate, not just beat them easily, dominate. Remember, 32-9, and the wild card game there live from Raymond James Stadium last year, 33-16. Thanks a lot, Eagles, for showing up to that. So again, Todd Bowles knowing how to shut down a Jalen Hurts, knowing how to shut down a Saquon Barkley, although they haven't had A.J. Brown. So that's the big-time matchup. You have to look at who's going to be on them. Is it going to be Zion McCollum? Is it going to be Jamel Dean? And then on the other side, let's go out to this guy right here. Professional handicapper extraordinaire, analyst of the sports web, Mr. Harry the Greek. Wish you were here, my friend. The food smells good. Somebody's got to bring me some food here. Wicked Oak Barbecue in the background, live from, again, What the Buck Tailgate. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Gene Thomas. So, Harry, what's on your mind, man? Welcome to the Evolution.
Gene Thomas.
What's
How are
happening?
you, sir? There goes the neighborhood. You're back in town now.
That's right. We went to Tampa Joe's last night. We had some wings. We had some great food. And it was just crawling with Eagle fans, as Eagle fans have showed up. We know that they travel well. We know that they support this team. And we've also talked about the last 7 meetings where the Bucs have won 6 of them, although they have been without A.J. Brown, who's coming off a 100-yard receiving effort. Devontae Smith is also really good. So that's definitely an advantage for the Eagles now, having both of those weapons back, especially a Brown, right?
Yeah, without question. But, before we go into the breaking down the game at all, Peter, you got to give credit where credit's due. My secret source, my professional handicapper for college games, they gave up 3 picks.
Yes.
3.
Yes.
And they went 3-0 again.
Wow, nice. Good stuff.
The guy right now is 15-2.
15-2. Did he pick? He picked? Well, let me ask you. You picked against Florida State, right?
No.
You picked for Florida State, so it was one of those 2 losses.
No, that's not my picks. I had to give credit to John Lowe.
Okay.
15-2.
Okay.
And the 3 picks that he gave us, that I gave out live on the Sports Web Wednesday.
Yes,
he
did.
3-0.
Congratulations.
And,
very good.
Made a few shekels that way. So, Peter, how are you thinking? What's your level of confidence, you and Gene? What's your level of confidence in today's game? And I'd like to hear Gene first.
All right, go ahead, Gene.
With the return of Tristan Wirfs and with the return of Chris Godwin, well, we'll wait and see, to be 100%. I like what they're doing with the running game. I feel like the offensive coordinator, which I was like pretty indifferent regardless of who they brought in, but I think he's making some moves, and I think that it'll work out well. They'll match up well against the Eagles. The Eagles are a formidable team, but I think they're a team that can be beaten. So I would put my confidence at like an 8 or 9.
8 or 9 for Gene Thomas, and mine's a 9.5. I got 9.5 confidence level. With the return of Tristan Wirfs, you solidify that offensive line, not so much reshuffling, if you will. You worry about that right side. You have Wirfs back. You have Bretterson back at left guard. You have Graham Barton back at the center position. I think it also gives time to Baker. He doesn't have to escape as much, although you're not going to take that aspect away from his game, because that's what Baker Mayfield is. And then furthermore, which I know you love, it opens up more consistent holes for Bucky Irving and Rachaad White, and of course possibly Sean Tucker. And that running game really hasn't been able to take off here the last 3 games, even though the Bucs are 3-0. So 9.5 for me. And then Chris Godwin, what is he going to bring to the table? Why even doubt this guy? Because he's come back from some tough injuries, this horrific injury. A lot of people think it's a little bit too early. Again, I'm not a doctor. Don't play one on TV. I have confidence in what Godwin and his people, and of course this Buccaneer organization is going with him going forward. So what's your confidence level with this Bucs team beating the Eagles today?
Well, I'm also the realist, and I'm the person that doesn't look through, fans' glasses. And I'm not saying that's what you guys are doing.
Right.
I'm hoping that the Bucs are going to win the game. However, with that being said, I'm also a realist. They're bringing Godwin and Wirfs back a little bit too early. This is not the game to bring him back, in my own opinion, no matter how much you want to praise, the organization for bringing him back. If this game right now is held in Philly, Tampa Bay would be a 7-point underdog.
Right.
I just want that to sink in for a second.
Yeah.
They're 3.5 points right now underdogs at home, and this team is 3-0. And Gene and Pete, you guys both know, if you really analyze the first 3 games, they could very easily be 0-3.
Yeah.
Instead, they're 3-0. Which is really good because nobody remembers how they got there.
Correct.
Unfortunately, I'm not on the same width as you guys. My confidence level is probably below a 4 in this game.
Wow.
And unfortunately, I just think that the front 4 for the Philadelphia Eagles is going to be a little bit too much for Baker and the boys today. Now, let me be really clear.
Yes.
This was Tristan Wirfs' second game and Chris Godwin's second game, and we had a healthy Mike Evans. Now my confidence level would be a 12 on a scale of 1 to 10.
Right.
But they're not.
Well,
they're not.
listen,
that I'm concerned about.
You bring up the defensive line. We're on with Harry, the Greek professional handicapper extraordinaire. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter here live from What the Buck Tailgate, along with Gene Thomas of Buck. What you heard as we get you ready for Bucs versus the Eagles. You talk about that defensive line and, of course, the big hosses, as my uncle would say there, and a Jalen Carter, Mr. Spitter himself. A matchup nightmare, and of course the kid there, Jordan Davis from Georgia with the touchdown. I mean, that's a tough matchup with your interior, but Graham Barton at his natural position of center, having Bretterson back, of course the right side would be a questionable deal, but you're exactly right. I think those are the 2 concerns there. Can you run the ball? Because if that offensive line is able to run the ball versus those 2 big guys in the middle, then I think you kind of feel better about it. Your confidence level goes up. So, yes.
if they could run the football, okay, that's going to be the decision. That's going to be the decider for this football game.
Right.
This is going to be whether or not the Buccaneers can win this football game.
Right.
And I think that Philadelphia knows, because Tampa's banged up on the offensive line, on the offensive side of the ball, that they're going to try to run the football.
Yeah.
If Tampa can impose its will, it will set up the play action pass, and yes, Tampa can win this game. But I just think that Philadelphia is going to be a little bit too much for them. I don't think they're the better football team.
Right.
When they're healthy. Let me be clear when I say that. I just think they're in better shape at this time.
Makes sense. I will say that, Philadelphia, besides again being down 26-7, they really struggled. They've struggled all year long when it comes to big plays, and I think that goes back to Saquon Barkley. Whether it's teams now focusing on him more, whether it's the wear and tear from last year. You're a tires guy, so maybe some tread on those tires, if you will. He hasn't really been able to do what he did, duplicate those numbers from last year. I think that's a key for me, and this Bucs defense has shown that they're able to shut down the running game and make Jalen Hurts one-dimensional. And I think the game plan, and I think the Todd Bowles game plan, yes.
You make Jalen Hurts one-dimensional.
Correct.
And this is going to be favoring Tampa Bay.
And I think that's the reason why I'm so confident, because Todd Bowles has been able to do that.
Correct there.
Right.
Absolutely correct. But the key is you have to make him one-dimensional. That's going to be very difficult to do. Saquon Barkley, in my opinion, and it's not even close, is the best running back in the entire National Football League.
Right.
That guy he's a mystical beast.
Yes, he
what
is.
He's been able to accomplish has been unreal. But then again, it's a little difficult to run on this Tampa team.
Very
Got
difficult.
any other questions for me, guys? Anything?
Give me some more picks here before you leave here. We got to get you out here to the tailgate sometime with Bucs fans filing in. We have Eagle fans filing in. It's just an amazing atmosphere, and the food smells great. We need to go get Scott Bradford because he needs to bring me some food here.
Yeah.
As I didn't eat any breakfast and I didn't get my coffee this morning, so I need something here too. But before I get into the press box there and have my customary 3 to 4 to 5 plates of food that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers provide. Give me some picks here for this week that you're banking on. You heard about Pittsburgh and Minnesota. Go ahead and go back through that. Go back through some of these picks. Yes.
First off, my game of the week was Pittsburgh. I talked about it. I've been preaching it. That 2.5 point, home underdog, even though they're playing in Ireland.
Yeah.
The 88% rule. Pittsburgh's not only covering, they're winning the game. The other games that I like a little bit, home of the beat that have not won a game, Tennessee and Houston. I like Tennessee plus the 7 points at Houston.
Yes, and right now Pittsburgh winning 14-6 over the Minnesota Vikings. That game played in Scotland, where our buddy there was from.
Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland. Okay, Ireland. My bad. Yeah,
Carolina's at New England. I really don't like it. I'm going to go to Texas. It's El Paso.
Right.
The Chargers are at the Giants. Let me tell you something. The Giants are going to play tough today, but with Jackson Dart, I don't see him winning. I don't see him even covering, but it's not good enough to play. Indianapolis at the Rams. Indianapolis is going to go to 3-1 this week. Take the Rams minus the 3.
Right.
Jacksonville at San Francisco. Not really sure about that game, so there's no pick. Baltimore at Kansas City. Ladies and gentlemen, Baltimore goes to 2-2. Kansas City's going to fall to 1-3 in that game.
Wow.
Baltimore in the money line.
Okay.
Chicago at Vegas. It's a toss-up game. Chicago's catching 2 points. Take the points. Not saying the Bears are going to win the game, but I think it's going to be close. But I take Chicago plus the 2. And tomorrow, for Monday Night Football, Green Bay at Dallas. Dallas is catching 6.5 points. Be careful if it goes to 7. If it does, you take Dallas. Stay at the 6.5. Lay the wood. That means take Green Bay minus the 6.5, Peter.
Well, yeah, and you take Green Bay the 6.5 because it's the return of Micah Parsons, who has something to prove, and you know this all too well. You watched the Dallas Cowboys last week. Go Bucs, absolutely. Go Bucs. Go Bucs. I see ya. We don't do go Birds or go Bucs. Look at this. DJ UPS will get you on here in just a little bit, my friend. But the return of Micah Parsons, Dallas has major problems at the end of the day. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb out with an injury. So right now, Green Bay, even though they lose to the Cleveland Browns, And I'm not really surprised by that because Cleveland has a defense. But Green Bay, in your opinion, running the NFC, where do you rank this Green Bay team? I know to your chagrin.
Pete, I still got a couple more weeks. After the first 2 weeks of watching what I seen with Green Bay, I thought they were the best team in football. I thought something magical happened, especially on defense. Jordan Love became Brett Favre.
Yeah.
But after watching them against Cleveland, I just noticed that, when you play really hard defense, Jordan Love becomes very pedestrian and they're very beatable. So I don't think they're as good as Tampa Bay, and I don't think they're in the same zip code as Tampa and Philadelphia. And you know what? We're not talking about another team either. We're not talking about the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
And that resurgence from one Matthew Stafford. I mean, how many years is this guy going to play in the National Football League? It still looks like he's in his third or fourth year. It's absolutely incredible what he has done.
Yeah, agree. And even he has the back problems and everything like that, and still able to put together a great offense. And their defense, I thought their defense was pretty good, but the Eagles showed. And again, that's the big time matchup for me. Is not only the offensive line versus the defensive line, which is simplistic because you got to protect Baker, you got to run that ball, but also on the outside there, Jamel Dean, Zion McCollum versus A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, and what can that back end? That's the matchup I'm looking at. If they can shut down those players, get to Jalen Hurts, make this Eagle team one-dimensional. I feel like Todd Bowles has something on this Eagles team. He knows how to defend them. I have great confidence in this Bucs team today. We'll see, my friend. We'll see on the post-game edition of the Evolution of Sports Talk Television in collaboration with the J.P. Peterson Show live from Raymond James Stadium, my friend. Thanks a lot for the call. Appreciate you, all right?
Absolutely. Gene, don't be a stranger, buddy. And I'd love to hear your voice a little bit more. We don't bite.
I know. We don't bite, my friend. We don't bite. We're good. I just think Gene is just amazed of all the sights and sounds and the talent walking around, if you will. That's what it is. All right.
Now I know what show this getting canceled.
All right, Harry the Greek. Appreciate the call, my friend. All right.
Take care, buddy. Go Bucs.
Oh, he said go Bucs. You know what that means. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Todd, he said go Bucs.
It's exciting.
It is exciting, Todd.
Fire the cannon. How about them Bucs, baby?
On the phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391 as we get you ready for Tampa Bay Buccaneer football versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter, along with Sir Gene Thomas. A Buck, what you heard, my friend. We'll be bringing that podcast back, by the way.
I will be bringing it back. It will be coming back here next month.
It better be.
Yeah, I'm bringing it back.
Well, listen, if you want a platform to come back on, right here on the Sports Web, my friend.
Hey, man, Sports Web is forever, you know.
That's it. That's it. So there you go. All right, let's go back out to these comments here. Let's go out to Lamar. Somebody get Peter and Gene some substances. Yes, no illegal substances, Lamar. But yeah, some drinks, some food would be great, so we promote Wicked Oak Barbecue, which I think they're still available at this point. I think our defense is better than last year. I like the Bucs' chances. Do you feel that? Do you feel like the Bucs' defense is better? You go back to the Jets game there. Once again, you get the big-time pick six, Jamel Dean, before the half. You get Antoine Winfield Jr., who causes a fumble. You had opportunities the Jets did on fourth down. They're able to stuff them. They've been able to stuff them with Hassan Reddick. Do you think this defense is better, or does it remain to be seen, in your opinion?
I love the addition of Hassan Reddick. I think he's made some really good plays, and I think that as they get him worked into this defense, and he's going to continue to make a lot of plays.
Right.
That's a huge upgrade over what we were looking at last year.
Yeah.
And again, with the injuries, this gives a lot of other players the opportunity to step up. My only concern is that linebacker. Anybody not named Levante David is a kind of a question mark for me. So. It's just going to be interesting to see how they work this out, but I believe that they do have the talent to do it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, they do have definitely the talent to do it, and again, it goes back to what Hassan Reddick, right? The revenge tour. He gets revenge on the Jets, doesn't necessarily get a sack, but gets a big fourth down stop. You know that he wants to he played for the Philadelphia Eagles. He has something to prove today. So that's my guy that you would circle in this game that could definitely pop off, get a sack, cause some havoc. We've seen that, and they've got to see more of that. Even though they had 4 sacks last week, you would like to see Hassan Reddick definitely be a part of that. Yaya Diaby, I thought he flashed last week. He was tremendous. What did you see out of Yaya?
I'm really happy. He's somebody that he has made improvement. We've seen edge rushers in the past and certain players in the past that have come in and plateaued after their first season.
Yeah.
But I feel like outside of the couple of nicks and a few injuries that he's had, he's come in and he's played really consistent. So I'm really happy with everything that he's done.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the numbers right now with Yaya Diaby. Who do we got? Oh, there he is. Look at this. Look at this. So we're going to do a 3-shot, or are you going to – do you want to – okay, all right, we'll go ahead here. We got let's see here. Let me go out to his intro here.
Mr. Kennedy!
Best of the Bay, Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Gene Thomas. Buck, what you heard. What's going on, compadre? How you doing?
I'll tell you what, you guys are already seeing this out here. Philly came large, right? So they're following. They're the world champions. You got to knock them off the block. But the smells of the barbecues out here and being back out here for a Buccaneer barbecue in Tampa, it brings them back, doesn't it?
It does bring them back. Go ahead and get close to that mic there. Go ahead.
Mistake. Philly's out here in large. Philly's out here large and in charge today, but it's up to the Buccaneers to represent home and send them back quiet. That's what this is all about. Play the next team in front of you. Right now, it's the world champion, defending world champion Philadelphia Eagles.
Absolutely. It is the world defending champion Philadelphia Eagles all right. So we're going to go ahead and switch gears here. Do me a favor if you can. Get Scott Bradford over here. Tell him we want to interview him. And then on top of it, if you can, go grab us some drinks or something. All right, my friend. I appreciate you. Gene Thomas, Buck, what you heard, his show is coming back. Let's go ahead and bring in Mr. Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy. It is a family here. Love this family atmosphere at What the Buck Tailgates. Long time no see, compadre. How you doing?
I'll tell you, I'm doing good. But like I said, it's make no doubt about it. The NFL didn't flex this game. Maybe it's too early in the season to flex it. Sometimes when you're winning, why flex it? You had the Steelers getting off this morning against the Vikings in Ireland. Looks like it's going to be they're finally, people are starting to buy into this 9:30 international start.
Yeah.
But here, let's be honest, the biggest game of the day happens to be between 2 undefeated teams in the NFC right here in Tampa Bay.
It really is. It really is. And 3-0 versus 3-0. If I told you this team would be 3-0 with the assortment of injuries, what would you say to me? What would you say? You would take it all day long. You would have took 2-1 at this point with, not having Chris Godwin, not having Tristan Wirfs, now losing Mike Evans. Yes, that's my Tesla key. So I got that. It's okay.
But and now we're learning here, 9 years into the Jason Light experiment, 11 years, is that his strength is up front, the defensive and the offensive lines. But if you'd have told me that we were going to go out the first week in Atlanta and we were going to go with an offensive line we've never seen before, and now we get Tristan Wirfs. Somebody posed with me yesterday, Peter, and I don't know if you've heard anything. I know we're waiting for the announcements as to the actives.
Yes.
But what if Tristan Wirfs, and I'll give a shout out to him. I think it was Tristan, my son, over yesterday on the Sports Connection. He said, what if they bring Tristan and they throw him back at right tackle where he was already an All-Pro, because they can kind of get the left tackle thing. Anything to keep this Philadelphia Eagles team off balance, because Vic Fangio is wanting to get the pressure on Baker today.
Yep.
That's going to be the biggest, to me, for the Buccaneers, the biggest key to this game.
Yeah, big time key to this game at this point is, protecting Baker. And I think that's definitely helping with the arrival of, and we assume that Tristan Wirfs is going to play in this game. Nothing official until about 11:30.
Right.
So we're waiting for about 10 minutes until the inactives come out. But according to Tristan Wirfs' Instagram, he's ready to come back. And now we got some comments here. Let's go out to Ed first really quick. Ed, appreciate that. Peter, you are the man. You are the man for watching. Yeah. Thank you very much right there. Godwin is tweeting, and back to work.
There you go.
So there you go.
There
is the official announcement. Chris Godwin, welcome back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Back to work.
Yes.
And you look at, you got Mike Evans with a hammy for a couple of weeks, and you got Tristan back, but you got Chris coming back with what Ibuka's been doing already in weeks 1 through 3. And I mean, it's like these are things that championship teams should overcome.
Right.
And that's, I think, as much as we've said that, Baker's winning the last minute games 3 in a row.
Amazing.
Right? The Bucs are winning them late. The one thing the Bucs haven't done over the last 5 years has been a team that can lock it down. In fact, an entire 50-year history of this team, they've been a cardiac kid. They've had trouble locking consistently. They seem to be doing that now.
Yeah, they seem to be doing it now, and it goes back to Baker Mayfield, 3 fourth quarter comebacks for this team. Paul Stewart of BuckPower.com, your old friend, our old friend, comes down here, has a good time. He had a great question. Is Baker Mayfield the most inspirational quarterback in Bucs history, not named Doug Williams, Brad Johnson, or Tom Brady? Thank you very much. We got some water here. That's amazing.
So and I'll tell you what, I saw him when he posed that question live with you. Hey, it's a tailgate party, right?
It is a tailgate. Okay. What are you drinking here? What do you got here? The High Life? The High Life?
Yeah, they got these nice cans.
The old Chris Thomas. What was it? Goodbye from High Life.
I'll tell you what, Peter. Did you ever actually get to go to High Life?
I did not. No.
And I say that because I know our age differences. You're right there behind me, and you don't know what it was like to go in the summertime to get lost in a concrete fronton. It was dark, it was cold, and yeah, there were probably some games being thrown, but you laid $2 on a quinella and maybe you hit for 20. But the fact of the matter is, this team right here today, you can make an argument why 1-3, 4-0 doesn't ruin either of these chances. But really, if this is a pissing contest, the Buccaneers need to show up today to show that they still have the Eagles' number, because they've had it last year. They had it in the playoffs the year before.
Yeah.
So they keep it moving forward. That's what this game's all about.
That's what it's all about. Keeping the momentum, keeping the mo, as Harry the Greek would say. And this team right now has lots of momentum. Again, Philadelphia has lots of momentum themselves. Let's go out to the phone lines. What's your name? Where you're calling from? You're live here on the Evolution, getting you ready for Bucs versus the Eagles from What the Buck Tailgate. Go.
You got Frankie from Wisconsin.
Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Frankie from Wisconsin. We'll give you a little Ric Flair action.
Woo!
All right, my friend. What's on your mind, my friend?
Well, I hear you guys are drinking the champagne and beers, Miller High Life. Good call.
Well, he's drinking it. I'm drinking water here because I got to work today. I got to definitely work. Can't be what I'm working. I'm always working.
You get the bananas.
You're always working, Peter.
Yeah, that's it.
Peter needs a vacay. Hashtag Peter needs a vacay.
No sleep till Brooklyn, right? There you go.
No sleep till.
No sleep till Tampa. Yeah, we'll make that happen. Man, Chris Godwin tweeting out right now, back to work. Your confidence level, put it out there, 1 to 10 for this Bucs team versus the Eagles. What is it? Tristan Wirfs also looks like he's going to come back. Nothing official, but we'll get the official word here in a couple minutes. But if they do return, which it looks like they're going to, Chris Godwin's going to come back. Baker Mayfield's going to be fine. Tristan Wirfs looks like he's going to come back. What's your confidence level with this Bucs team versus the Philadelphia Eagles?
I say 75 to 80% confidence.
1 to 10. Give me 1 to 10. 1 to 10 at this point.
1 to 10?
Yeah.
1 to 10? I'm going to say 7.
7. Okay.
Well, I'm going to say you're an 8, but if you had tits, you'd be a 10, Frankie. Let me ask you about this. I'm kidding, because he said 80%. Of course, Dallas Cowboys going up against the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
Is Micah going to make a statement today, or is Jerry going to be proving out the fact that when you're playing a number one
He's
guy,
not a Packer fan.
No, but he is in that area of the country, so he knows what Packer fans are feeling.
I hate this team.
He hates that team. He's a Bucs fan and the Chiefs. I'm not going to even say it because Travis Faley is going to make fun of me. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, we're not. You know, in Wisconsin, we're known that everybody here has a cow in their backyard, and we make our own cheese right in our kitchen.
A cow in every backyard.
Yes.
Yep. See, but I raise a pig as well. So I take a picture with, a selfie with the cow and the pig, and I go, it's a match made in heaven.
Well, Frankie, I do too, but I'm not sure my son would appreciate that.
They take some cheeseburgers.
Yes. You're exactly right. All right, so let's get away from the Packers here.
I had to ask.
That's okay. That's all right. Well,
one of the reasons why I love Frankie so much is because he literally is. I think he literally lives beneath or right around underneath Lambeau Field.
Right.
But he's a true blue Buccaneer.
He's a true blue Buccaneer fan.
So I love the fact that
Yes.
it's like we have a little behind behind enemy lines, a little bit of a sneak.
Look at that shot, by the way.
Just imagine when it was the NFC North and you had the Buccaneers in that division. OMG.
Yeah.
I would rain like right now. I'm going around going, how about them Cowboys?
Right.
And it pisses off them Packer fans because for whatever reason, they're holding on to that grudge from the 90s against the Cowboys. It's like, let it go.
Yeah.
It's been 30 years. Let it go.
Well,
dear God, let it go.
Well, let it go from Frozen. But again, it comes back to Micah Parsons now being in a Packer uniform, going to play the Dallas Cowboys. With that being said, let's talk Bucs football here. All right, your confidence level? Bucky Irving, that's your guy. Does he get up?
Bucky Irving's my guy.
Okay.
But I gotta say the key for the game is gonna be Chris Godwin.
Okay.
Chris Godwin and how ready he is to get back to work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because with Evans being out and we only had Emeka Egbuka to rely on, really. Granted, we do have some depth sitting there at 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yes.
But losing Mike Evans and you're putting all the work on Egbuka. But now that Godwin's back, so it's like, okay, now we got Godwin.
And don't forget Sterling Shepard, who made some big-time plays, and people continue to forget about him. Look at this right here. Mr. Scott Reynolds.
Scott Reynolds.
How you doing?
Yes.
Good to see you too, man.
Pewter
Scott
Report,
Reynolds
yeah.
on Pewter Report right there. Who, listen, if you don't have Pewter Report, and then you don't have everybody else, because Pewter Report was one of the first Buccaneer sites to cover all of it.
You could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
That's it. There you go. It's just all right. So
you gotta love Bucs, though. You gotta love Bucs.
Well, let me ask you
and
this.
I get so Peter, you're my sole source of Buccaneer football talk.
I appreciate that. But Scott Reynolds was all of our sources at the time, for sources when it comes to the Bucs. I'm just trying to be an extension, trying to give you something a little bit different. So
there you go. It's the evolution.
I'm just saying, I'm always up for more Buccaneer talk anywhere I can get it.
Right.
Yes.
But for the longest time, you have been my sole source of Buccaneer talk football.
Well, Frankie, can I ask you this? We go back to when Ryan Jensen gets injured, 20 minutes into practice, 21. All of a sudden, Luka Decky steps up. We shift the line. Jason proves that, number one, he's good at selecting talent for depth on that offensive line.
Sure.
And now, even with Tristan Wirfs coming back today, whether he goes back to where he should be at left tackle or maybe they work with him at right tackle, isn't this for a championship team? If you're Buccaneers, Frankie, I think we all agree that this is and in fact, the entire NFL's now agreeing this is a championship caliber type of a team. To be able to have these trials and tribulations in weeks 1 through 5, be shifting the offensive line but still finding ways to win.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the kind of things we used to hate Bill Belichick and the Patriots because they had problems. They're all pro tackle would sit down and they put the next stud they had up. These are what winning teams do.
This is what winning teams do. They overcome injuries. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you see Graham Barton or center playing tackle,
right?
Because he's the best offensive lineman on our line at the time because Wirfs injured. But you see Graham Barton stepping up and playing tackle. Come on. This is a championship team all over it.
Yeah,
I've already said preseason, Buccaneers, and it's a championship game.
Love it.
And people sit there and hate on it. And I'm like, dude, Baker Mayfield, man, come on.
Let me ask you this, Frankie, and let me ask you this, Ray. Well, Baker Mayfield, what he's doing right now, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks. Should he be in the MVP conversation this year right now? Baker Mayfield, MVP of the league.
Frankie, go ahead.
Go ahead? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to let you go first, Ray.
Well, then let me go first.
Yeah, go first.
Because I'll tell you, he is the leading candidate for NFL. And here's the thing about the MVP, most valuable player. Oh, he was the greatest comeback player. No, it was Flacco who sat on his couch to eat Dairy Queen until week November, whatever. But, I mean, you're talking about the MVP being the most valuable player for your team.
Comeback player of the year. I think that's what you're talking about with Joe Flacco. Flacco coming back, getting comeback player of the year. Should have been Baker Mayfield. He got robbed.
Yeah, but now they define that as somebody who actually had an injury. Or first, but I agree. I think, Frank, you'll agree that not just because of the bring team from behind, but everything Baker's doing to bring this team together puts him in the forefront, if not the lead, for MVP of 2025.
I think it does too. What do you say, Frankie? MVP, Baker Mayfield.
I'd say I am for it, but if the Bucs win this game, if he is not Buccaneer or if he is not MVP talk, and they win today, I will then stand up and say, look, I told you the NFL is rigged. Because literally, the Buccaneers get shit on more than any team in the NFL.
He said it. There you go. So that's what you get. All right, Frankie. So Bucky Irving, over 100 yards rushing today. Who's the player that, in your opinion, will come out and play today and make the difference for a Bucs win?
I want to say Bucky.
Okay.
You know I want to see Bucky, but with that Eagles defense, I'm literally thinking it's going to be Emeka Egbuka or Chris Godwin.
All right. I like it, Frankie. I like it a lot. Let's give it to Ric Flair once again.
Woo!
We will see you on the post-game edition in collaboration with the J.P. Peterson Show live 30 to 35 minutes after the game at Raymond James Stadium on the field, my friend.
Have a great show, Ray. Have an awesome day, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you, Frankie, as always. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. So you never know who's going to walk by here. We've had plenty of Eagle fans, plenty of Bucs fans coming here from What the Buck
I didn't
tailgate.
know you went out front here. I thought you were in the back.
No.
Scott said, Peter,
no.
Give me the sports web. That's the first impressions.
And listen,
right up front.
I know, first and foremost, how's the sound? Does it sound good?
Great. Yeah.
Okay.
And I looked at your shot. I couldn't believe
I made this shot. I did this.
I'm trying to figure out, you put your camera 4.5 feet off the ground, but you're still capturing people in back of you. You actually literally.
I did this.
You achieved camera nirvana.
I did, yes.
Yeah, you did.
I'm getting better at this job. It's amazing. It's amazing how that goes.
I've become so obsolete, but that's okay. Hey, a brother's learning this.
Listen, you are never obsolete on this show.
But let me tell you something. I'm walking over here, and I see Doug Williams and Baker over there on the northeast end zone outside. But then I'm walking over here, and I see that it's Mike Evans.
Yes.
But who's he with? Jimmy Giles.
Jimmy Giles.
And let me tell you something. For Bucs fans out there, for maybe those of you that are maybe not as long in the tooth as an old guy like me, or quite as long in the tooth as a semi-old guy like the Rolex reporter here, Jimmy Giles, even with Kevin House, even with Ricky Bell and James Wilder.
Hold on. Did you say I'm old?
Oh, no. We suck again.
Well, that's not it. This is it. That's where it's at, right there.
Jimmy Giles was Doug Williams' relief valve. He was our offensive weapon. There was no doubt in the game on third and long. And trust me, Bucs fans, 77, 78, 79, there were a lot of third and longs. There was no doubt who Doug was going to. It was going to be Jimmy Giles.
Yeah.
And that's why you see Jimmy to this day. I love the fact that he was able to make it last home game for the 50th celebration. And that's what we're celebrating here.
How about that, right? So we didn't get a chance to talk about that, but Hardy Nickerson was here.
Hardy looked great.
Derek Brooks said it best.
James Canada came rocking.
Yes. Big game James. Yes. Warren Sapp. Gigi Hanna, too.
Jorge Diaz.
Jorge Diaz. Mike because, Dave Moore, Mike Alstott, John Gruden, Ali Marpet.
You could pass Ali Marpet in the grocery aisle at Publix. You're not.
You don't even know it. Don't even know him
because he's
lost so much weight. He's like Brad Culpepper at this point.
Oh yeah, hey.
Got to do it when you leave the game of football. It's crazy.
Brad Culpepper goes back to Claude Culpepper, the Florida governor.
Yes,
I mean, great historian. And he goes to the University of Florida, goes to the Vikings, and then we get him here with Warren Sapp under Tony Dungy when we hire him away from the Vikings as our head coach. And the rest is literally bucket. Come over here, Scott. You're wanted.
Scott Bradford.
Get out for a second. Talk to Scott.
All right, let me talk to Scott Bradford, Tampa Bay Ray Kennedy. First and foremost, get close to the mic. Get those cans on there. That's how you do it. You might have to take off the hat or not. I don't know how you're going to work that.
I get it.
I got to talk to a Hall of Famer here. Get close to that mic there, my friend.
I will. Just give me a second.
All right. So we got Scott Bradford of Bucs Live here. Great to be a part of that platform. Great to be a part of this tailgate, an amazing tailgate. Another great turnout here from What the Buck tailgate, right?
Absolutely. Always a great turnout. we love putting this on for the fans. That's what it's all about.
Yes.
And giving back to the community and giving it to great charities.
Well, and you do. It is all about what the Buck, what really matters, and that's what it's all about here.
Absolutely.
But also, it's about you, my friend. You are a superstar.
I am.
You are a Hall of Famer now, Hall of Fame fan, and go ahead and talk about this. Canton, Ohio. What's going on here? What is this?
I got inducted in the Pro Football Ultimate Fan Association. It's for your fanhood, how long you've been a fan, and for your charity work. It's for both, and they recognize both. Of course, I've been a fan forever. I've had season tickets since 1991.
Yeah.
And I've only missed one home game in that amount of time. And then the all the charity work that we do. Every tailgate we give back to the community. It's a different charity for every tailgate.
It's amazing. We just saw Scott Reynolds coming here from Pewter Report. That was very cool.
Yeah, he's back there.
He's back there hanging out. What is he doing back there?
He's just chilling, mingling.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
He figured he'd come over here and chill before he goes in there and sweats himself to death.
Oh, we don't sweat in there at all. It's just it's
no,
nice.
No, I mean, he figured he'd sweat himself now and then go in there and cool off.
Go in there and cool off. Yes.
I'll be sweating because I sit 6 rows below the ship.
That's true. It's very hot out here. A lot of Bucs fans would complain that it is 1 o'clock, but I think that's a home field advantage. What's your confidence level with talking about that?
It actually is a home field advantage when you're playing Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Because if you remember the past years, we've had 1 o'clock games against them, and the second half, the heat has worn them out. That's why it's gotten in their heads now. They came down early.
Yeah.
They came down early to get acclimated to the heat. That means it's in their head now.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yes.
So I'm expecting another close game for the Bucs, 27-24.
27-24, I like it. All right, so tell me what was Canton like, because I got to make it out there one of these days. It's on my bucket list to get out there.
Oh.
What's it like? I saw I wish we would have got the video. We got to get the video sometime, but you're excited. You should be excited. You absolutely deserve it. Doing great things here with this tailgate, doing great things with Bucs Life, being a great fan. And I always say the sports web is all about the fans. It's the lifeblood of what makes this thing go.
Absolutely. It just proves that you don't have to dress up to be a diehard fan.
Right.
See, I'm about comfort when I go in the stadium, but if you ask me anything about my team, I blow you away with knowledge because it's the kind of fan I am. And it was a great experience. And what it is your own fan base nominates you.
Yes.
Okay. But it's the other fan bases that decide if you're worthy of getting in or not. And that's the beauty of it. So it was the other fan bases that decided that I was worthy, and here I am.
Yes, here you are. All right. Our good friend Paul Stewart from BuckPower.com. He had a question. Baker Mayfield, the most inspirational quarterback of all time, not named Doug Williams or Tom Brady.
Yes.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
The 3 games in the fourth quarter.
I agree.
Did you ever think the Bucs would be 3? I think everybody would have taken 2-1, right?
Okay,
but 3-0.
Okay, let's say something better. Back when we signed Baker, when we took a chance on him, did anybody see the success for Baker Mayfield right now?
I don't think so. I mean, I thought he was going to be good. I didn't think he was going to be great. I didn't think he was going to be an elite quarterback, which is what he's turned into for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team.
But it just goes to show you, a player finds the right team, the right system, and look what happens.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
That is what it's all about.
And actually, he was in the right system up in Cleveland, but they dropped the ball when he got injured, and they made him play through injury. So
right.
It just hampered him.
Well, thanks a lot to the Cleveland Browns for giving up on him. Thanks a lot to the Carolina Panthers for giving up on him. The Rams, he had some success, but they let him go. And the Bucs, he's been tremendous. Chris Godwin, Tristan Wirfs coming back. Some controversy with the Bucs fan base there too soon. What do you say? I trust the Bucs organization. I don't play a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Don't play one on TV. I'm going with Chris Godwin and Tristan Wirfs. What do you think about them coming back?
Tristan Wirfs, I think he's 100%. You'll see him make an impact after he gets the rust off.
Yeah.
Chris, I can see them working him in. The injury that Chris had is a lot more serious than what Tristan had. I mean, Tristan was almost a routine knee scope, where what Chris had was major surgery. Okay, that was a major break that he had, and that's going to take a little bit longer for that rust to get knocked off.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
And it's all about when he catches the ball after he takes that first hit. and he gets that initial scaredness out of his head,
yeah,
that's when he'll be fine.
What's the food like today? What do we got today going on?
Wicked Oak Barbecue, like always, brother.
Wicked Oak Barbecue, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Barbecue chicken, barbecue pork, mac and cheese, all the good stuff.
That's what I'm talking. Where's my victory at? Where's the victory at? There it is.
All the good stuff.
Victory! Love that when we talk about food here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. All right, so good. So you gave me a score prediction. Once again, score prediction, Bucs versus the Eagles.
27-24.
27-24, Scott Bradford, a Bucs Life Hall of Fame fan, my friend. I appreciate you. Love your brother. We've been doing this for a long time. Yes.
Love this guy, too.
Yes, we all love each other, man. A great family here, Bucs Life family, live from What the Buck Tailgate. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. As Bucs fans just walking in here, I love it. They're looking. They're like, what is this? What is the evolution of Sports Talk Television? Is it a television show? Is it a radio show? It's both.
It's the evolution.
It's the evolution.
You can't define it.
Yes,
There's
phone
no
calls,
parameters.
sound effects like this right here. Where's my sound effect? Where's it at? Exactly. There you go.
Just imagine when Einstein's brain's pushing the corners of the universe to try to figure out what this Big Bang was all about.
Yes.
And how does mass equal, whatever. E equals MC squared. But you can't define the evolution.
You cannot. You cannot.
Evolution defines its own parameters as we go.
You cannot define the evolution here. All right, I was looking at this. All right, so let's go ahead, go out to more comments here, and we'll get. What are you doing?
You heard about that chicken Scott was talking about?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
From Wicked Oak.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Looks good.
So,
well, we're gonna have to get out of here soon.
Let's keep
Do
it
we
real.
have official though? Do we have anything official when it comes to Bucs inactives playing in this game? We talked about it. We wanted to stay on.
Yes.
We're gonna get out of here in just a moment because I gotta
Take
pack
your
up
time,
and get to the press box
your
at this
Bananas
point.
Foster.
Yes,
Yeah, you gotta make sure
absolutely.
you're
Yes,
there for that
Bananas
Bananas
Foster. Gotta
Foster.
love that. They
Yeah,
had prime rib.
Oh,
prime rib with some vegetables, with some green beans.
Is that how the media that covers the best team in the National Football League is treated?
Oh, absolutely. They
Damn
treat
right.
us well. You got
That's the
some
way it
steak.
should be. That's the way it should be.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Love that. I love eating up there. I'm getting ready. Start out with the salad, everything. So I'm joking. Like I start out with the salad,
No, I'm kidding
you know,
not.
bacon
There's
bits
process.
and the cheese.
Yes.
And maybe a Sprite or a lemonade, and then you go to the next course and the next course, and you keep on going there, and hopefully you don't fall asleep
Well, let me ask
from
you,
food
though.
comatose.
Well, I've not been there. I'll be honest. No, you are.
Thank
but
you.
you always bring it for the post game.
Absolutely.
But I've not been there for Buccaneers. I've been there for all the Bulls games. The credentialed media for, like, for example, Philadelphia coming in today. What's that credentialed media like?
Same
in the
thing.
press
Wow, I don't know. I don't know what's going to be like in Philadelphia, but it's pretty packed up.
But they're probably ugly, right? They're probably
I
pretty, not very great looking.
I don't.
Well, if they're covering the Eagles.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Nah.
I'm trying to get you in trouble.
Yeah, I know you're trying to get me in trouble
I'll
at
be
this
out in the
point.
stadium with the rest of the laymen, but I'll have a $20 beer, so I'll be thinking about you.
All right, so the field is in Ireland, so bad and slippery.
Ouch, what's the score? Do you have a score update?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and look. Give me a score update right now. I'm looking.
I'm going to look for this.
Yeah, look, you give me the inactives also because the sun here is playing games. Let's go Bucs. Let's go Bucs.
Wait up, no, boy. Stop. Wait up.
Let's go Bucs. Fire those cannons.
Fire the cannon. How about them Bucks, baby?
All right, thanks a lot, Joshua Dietz, for tuning in. As always, someone has on their jersey there behind you, green. Let's go out to Christopher Cole. My confidence level is probably around a 7.5. What was your confidence level? Did we go through that? What's your confidence level right now from 1 to 10 with this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team taking on the Philadelphia Eagles
First
today?
at 7.5. I'm going to go right there, 7.5.
Okay.
Confidence in this team. A lot of intangibles. You're playing the defending world champion. 7.5, I think, gives us the benefit of the doubt, but we still got to go improve it.
Yeah, definitely have to improve it. Looks like a good time out there. It absolutely is a good time out here. Get out here. What the Buck tailgate here. What's the address? Is it 5006 Himes, right across the street from the stadium?
Literally, like the southwest corner, or the
Yes.
Southeast corner, Himes and Tampa Bay. We're right across the stadium here. So you can't miss us.
The girl drunk before noon. She may need to be because she is she's an Eagle fan, so she's starting out early, so she doesn't have to see her team lose against the Bucs again, right?
We've already had our eye on her, and I've already made one, inquiry. Always be closing. I mean, what?
Always, I guess. All right. Sky High Gaming, we aren't going to win. If we do, it's going to be because of Baker. Well, I guess his confidence level is not that high, but a win is a win. Again, this team hasn't really been able offensively to score a lot of points, and I think, that comes – Kyle! I don't think he heard me. He didn't hear me there. People walking by, media guys all walking by, Eagles walking by.
Kyle, that's from WFTS 28.
Yes, it is. Wentz is getting beat up today for the Vikings. I got to get out there because there's a lot of pretty scenery that there is. A lot of talent. Yes, you and everybody else. It's official. Wirfs and Godwin are active. So there we go. All right, so let's go out to Lamar. Aloha Scott from Bucs Life. Absolutely great to see Scott Reynolds from Pewter Report. He came on just a little bit there. Aloha Paul from Bucs Life. What was the verdict for Cansey? Cansey's out for the year with a torn pec, unfortunately. So
it's rough.
Yes.
Because you're looking for that interior defensive line, and Watson's not the guy you were bringing in because in case Cansey got injured.
Yes.
He's just a feel-good project. You're hoping you still get it done. But, Cansey in the middle, you're going to work. But, remember his rookie season, he came in from Pittsburgh. He actually sat out literally the first 4 games. We can adapt, but we'll look forward to getting him back when we do. But having him out for the year, that's a loss of a depth at the interior defensive line.
Big time is. All right. Joshua says, where's the shake and bake, Pete? We're working on that, but we'll give you this.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
All right. We the Thunder, Godwin and Wirfs are active. Official. Good stuff there. We the Thunder again. Another scrappy international game. And Mike DeRoche's, Canada. Have the Bucs ever been 4-0? Yes, they have. Name the years.
Whoa. They've been 4-0?
They have been 4-0. They started out 5-0.
Was one of them a strike
1979, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers there for the NFC Championship game. And how about 1997, one of my favorite years of all time? They started out 5-0. So absolutely 5-0.
Wow.
Yes, 5-0, 79, 97. Never will forget it.
Let's just get this one today and go for 5-0 next week.
That's it.
But this is going to be. Really, if I'm home and I'm tuning into the NFL, the Red Channel, whatever it is.
Yes.
I'm like, what game do you want to have it on other than the one that's about to go on across the street here in about 60 minutes? Right?
Yeah, 60 minutes. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Give me some final thoughts. Bucs versus the Eagles here live from What the Buck.
Go
yes,
Bucs.
go Bucs. Absolutely. He said, go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
He said, go Bucs. He said, go Bucs.
Fire the cannon.
He said, go Bucs. There it is.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Final thoughts, yes.
I explained to Chris on the way over how back in the day when we used to have, they had 28 versions of that song because we had one for every team, and back then you couldn't video edit and digitally record. So when you listen to that song and it came out for that week on 620 WDAE and it was throw the Eagles in the bay.
All right,
the Eagles walk the plane.
Let's go out to the phone lines here. Lamar, your last call of the day, my friend. Welcome to the evolution from What the Buck.
Good morning. Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Well.
Good morning, my friend. Mahalo. How you doing?
Good morning.
Much mahalo to you too. Yes. I'm very excited about the game.
Okay. So what's your confidence level at this juncture, 1 to 10?
9.5.
9.5. All right.
Love it.
Great minds think alike. I said 9.5 too. So there you go.
Right.
9.5. Okay. All right. Who's the guy?
Let me ask you guys this: the 5% that you're not sure of. What is it about the Eagles that you're not sure of?
I think it's A.J. Brown, and I think it's Devontae Smith, and I think they haven't played, especially A.J. Brown, in the last 2 games, so that, to me, is a big-time key. Can Jamel Dean and Zion McCollum shut them down and shut A.J. Brown down, and can they make the Eagles one-dimensional? And I think they can. I definitely believe they can shut down Saquon Barkley and Will today.
Yep, we need the secondary to shut down those guys, for sure.
Yeah.
As far as Tristan and Garland coming in, that's great. The confidence level is going to be high in the team, so I'm excited about that. I think they're going to keep them on the right side.
Well,
see, another person.
Yeah.
Saying that.
For Tristan.
I mean, why not? I mean,
that's what.
You know what's funny about it, and Lamar, what's funny about that is I work back to that week 1 in Atlanta when the Bucs came out and they had to start, all these guys, and you have Graham Barton at left tackle, and it felt like a flex. And wouldn't it feel like even more of a flex today at home if the Eagles are preparing for Tristan Wirfs at left tackle, but he comes out at right tackle because we're just inventing that line, and I think in the end, it could serve his team better.
Right.
I totally agree.
And you keep Tristan at the left side. Well, you keep Tristan at the left side. Keep him on the left side at this point. I think you keep him on the left side. Bretterson at left guard. Graham Barton at center. And then you have Elijah Klein or Haggard. Well, is Jordan going to play? What's the inactives? I need to name for the right guard. And then you have Charlie Heck starting at right tackle. I think that's where you're going to solidify your offensive line.
Heck played right guard too, though, right, in preseason. So if you have
played too much reshuffling. Heck at right tackle.
Well,
plug in a right guard, and you're good to go on that left side at that point. You're good. I think you're good. Yes.
The other things is I feel that Otten is going to get some hands on balls.
Yes,
today.
The tight end, but Devin Culp. I mean, let's be honest. Devin Culp, your tight ends, right?
Right. I feel like they're going to get hands on balls this time instead of just being blockers.
You got to lean on tight ends. If the offensive line with that interior pressure is a big thing, you got to lean on your tight ends to get that outside pressure.
And that's what comes back to that line being solidified there with Tristan Wirfs, because you may not necessarily have to leave the tight end there to help with that reshuffled offensive line. Yes.
Which opens up against Chris Godwin underneath and then Buka outside.
Because if you guys look at the last 3 games, Kaden was blocking and he was open all the time.
Yes.
Ready to take the ball and catch after run.
Right.
And you could look to Otten because, no offense to Baker Mayfield, but he knew that Otten was predominantly a blocker and then a receiver. But you're right, he was open. So if you can now not have to use them as they keep the tight ends in the block on a jumbo package like type of a setup, your tight ends. And I think that Devin Culp and Cade Otten, if the world's looking at Chris Godwin, who's back now, and Ibuka, who's the hottest thing in the NFL, go to what's going to get you to win. Maybe your tight ends, not only for blocking, but maybe for your receptions underneath. I like Cade Otten maybe to be your MVP for this game.
All right. Well, Cade Otten. There you go.
You got Shepard, and then you got Shepard and Miller. I'm not too worried about Ibuka. He can play any place.
Yeah.
Take care of him.
But
all right.
I'm excited to see what Shepard and also Miller does as well.
Give me a player that's gonna show out today for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to lead to their 4th win.
Player that's going to show out.
If he says Chase McLaughlin, he's already looking for a real tight defensive game. But
come on, Lamar, give me something.
Lamar.
All right, so I guess I'm not hearing anything from him.
I think I heard him say Antoine Winfield with a pick 6. I think I heard him say that.
Antoine Winfield with the pick 6?
With a pick 6, yeah, because Jalen tries to look for Brown downtown and doesn't realize we got an all-pro safety back there. Comes underneath and receives it, takes it back downtown.
So I guess we lost him. So let's continue to read comments, and then we'll get out of here for the day. Stay cool, guys. Looking forward to a victory post-game show live in collaboration with the J.P. Peterson Show from Raymond James Stadium, 30 to 35 minutes after the game. Bucs basement. I will not be surprised if we win or lose today. We shall see very shortly. The makeshift offensive line still has me worried. Hopefully the ref crew is not as atrocious like it was last week. Very atrocious. This is the 2-minute warning. This is the worst refereeing crew out there.
We're going to overturn. We're going to say this pass reception couldn't have counted, even though we called it initially a reception.
Ridiculous.
We cannot see how it could not be a reception.
Ridiculous.
But we're going to go ahead and pose this way because we feel it. The script calls for this at this time.
I'm predicting 27-17 Eagles, says Scott. However, if we keep it 1-score game, I think the Eagles will tire out in the 4th quarter. We'll have a chance to win. By the way, saw you last night at Tampa Joe's. Scott, thanks a lot for tuning in on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. Even though you're an Eagles fan, all NFL fans are welcome on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television, even at Tampa Joe's. 93-16 Anderson Road. in Tampa for all your away watch parties
and
when it
the
comes.
The Buck tailgate.
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking as Eagles fans, and that's why, because the only thing Tampa Bay fans are is we understand that you come from other places.
Yes.
And you're going to come in here and you want to put your Kelly Green on. You want to put on your, Saquon, our first running back we've had since Ricky Waters 100 years ago. Whatever. We're still going to be kind about it. But hopefully our team's still going to kick their ass, and we'll be kind as you're walking out of this town in about 3.5 hours.
There you go. Again, going back to Tampa Joe's, all your away watch parties when it comes to your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yes.
Hopefully you're there for October 5th versus Seattle.
Yes.
And then also for USF Bulls, as they were off this week, playing Charlotte on
Friday night
on October 3rd. What's October 3rd?
The birthday of one Mr. Peter Blake.
There you go. That's your omen right there. Bulls are going to win by 100.
Are they going to get flex back? Okay, so you look at the AAC schedule the rest of the year. We see Florida State loses to Vanderbilt. I don't know what's going on
Not
there.
Vanderbilt, but Virginia. But go ahead.
Virginia Cavaliers.
I hate you.
Now they're going to Miami this week. I don't know what's going on. Can the AAC schedule alone get these Gators, the Bulls back in the top 25, or we're just looking to get that best of 5 seeding?
Take care of your business. I definitely think they can be ranked. You're absolutely correct.
should be.
It definitely helps with teams losing. LSU also loses this weekend. Florida State loses, so it helps USF and their
We're
case.
rooting for the Gators to do better because that was our big team. We beat week 2 there in the
And
swamp.
as much as it pains me to say, if 5 minutes, we'll be out of here in 5 minutes, my friend. We're definitely going to wrap this up. Heck played pretty well last week. Ray J should be sold out. Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon.
Go Bucs. We'll leave it right there. We'll continue to read comments, and then I think someone is having a heat stroke behind you guys. That's not good. Someone is literally throwing up behind you guys.
No, they were doing a jiggy. That's a new kind of jiggy.
Oh, my God.
It's called the sick boy jiggy.
I had no idea that somebody was throwing up. That's how focused I was on this show. The Eagles fan had a heat stroke.
Oh, you thought lap dance was like an actual lap dance. I just meant she's
I'm watching.
You're laughing.
I'm watching. We got to get that back.
I will. I'll find that, promise.
You got to cut this up and find it because we're so focused and we got people telling us you got to.
I thought she was coming on to me. She was throwing up on me.
Oh my God! I'm watching Levante David the show out. Yep, guys, help out the lady behind you. Seems like she's having a heat stroke.
That poor thing must have been strong. Like, wait, is that what those paramedics
Eagles fan puking? It's a sign.
Is that what those paramedics are for?
There could be a hurricane or tornado coming. I mean, we did it
The
before.
show must
The show must go on.
Must go on.
You got to pee? Oh, well, find a way to go to the bathroom. Go bathroom in a cup.
I pissed myself 10 minutes ago. Come on.
That's Johnson show out today. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up. Fire the cannon.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
This is how it happens.
This is how it
There are
goes.
piles of pee in the press box at Raymond James.
Well, there's bathrooms there, jerk. Lamar says 27-24 Bucs. Let's go Bucs. Fire those cannons. Fire the
cannon.
Yes, Tristan, we were laughing around here. Scott, what? Not an Eagles fan, just being real. Okay, so Scott is not an Eagles fan, so I appreciate you. Thanks for being real on that. I have more confidence in this Bucs team, but we'll see your prediction.
And the
Continue to tune in and call in on the post-game show live with the JP Peterson
And the next
show.
time you and Gene Thomas from What the Buck are down at Tampa Joe's, you're going to call it, brother. I'll take a night off from UPS so I can be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it looked
Please,
like all
October
fun.
5th.
Yes.
Don't step in that puke, Pete. We will not.
Where
Bucs
were
need
we
to
last year
grind
on
this
October
out.
5th?
Is there puke behind us?
Where were we
Yeah, I
last
don't
year
see
on
it.
October 5th?
October 5th, Seattle.
The week of October.
Seattle. Let's take a picture really quick.
It was the Mike Tyson fight. We were over at an undisclosed location in in East Tampa. We can't disclose it.
No, we cannot.
Because the media icon.
Yes, TJ Reeves. So we may have him at the end of the show
I
there.
hope so.
Post game. Bucs need to grind this out, pound the damn rock, keep the Eagles defense on the field. Yes. Christopher Cole, got to watch the replay of the woman throwing up. Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Please learn how to spell Bucs.
You finally have your meme moment. Somebody throw it up.
I'm telling you at this point, and then goodness gracious, laugh my ass off. And Lamar, love you guys. Have a great day.
There you go.
I'm
done.
Fly those flags. Yes, I guess so.
Fire the cannon.
All right, final thoughts. Bucs and Eagles.
Time of possession. get the running game going, win the game you're supposed to. The better team's supposed to win. We should win this game today. But it's a battle of two undefeated. Enjoy it for what it is. It's not the end of the world, but we should be 4-0 in 3.5 hours.
Absolutely. 4-0 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 24-21. The key is, once again, the defense making the Eagles one-dimensional. Chris Godwin, good to have you back. Tristan Wirfs opening up holes for Bucky Irving, over 100 yards rushing today. Book it, my friend. Bucs win 24-21. For Gene Thomas of Buck, what you heard. For the great Best of the Bay, Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy here live. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time. And, of course, for fans of the Sports Web and the Tampa Bay Sports Fan, it's your time. It's nearly showtime here, Go Bucs fans. Bucs versus the Eagles live from Raymond James Stadium. We'll see you on the post-game edition of the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. As we always say here, Go Bucs.